driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I had to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself, got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time.
It's week 16 of the 2024 season, and we'll see the Bears' burner at wide receiver. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Bears and the Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out doubling his efforts and trying to play better.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 101 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Lang caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is going to have the Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Lang. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to the running game with Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it to the 15-yard give to Swift here. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lang. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds, or no one's going to have a chance at it.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Fields. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for the team's first sack of the game. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. It's scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They've got some on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Lang over the middle to Beckham. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs. A
play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there. It's a loss of 2 on the side. We're scoreless after 1. Defensively, they've got a down set. 6 DBs on 3rd. A shotgun snap, Fields. Hard throw, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to push score the quarterback. When there's extra defenders out in the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, partner, I know we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lang. It's caught. Beckham. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Pettis, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Out of the gun, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Fields. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's been this negative ways he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Back to Dillon on 1st down. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
Touchdown! A A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Swift going to try up the middle, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lang. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Justin Fields and the rest of the Chicago offense. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it, and they'll start here with a 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Fields. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Shot for Grenard. Coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Rashawn Gary. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Jake Canada. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken around the 12. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on 1st down, Lang. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. back to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, since the leaping rules were changed back in 2017, we only average about 1 block kick per week league-wide. They pulled out all the stops here, got someone in there, delivered a big block.
I actually didn't think it was that high. I thought it was even less than that, but those guys executed perfection right there. Really brought excellent effort on that snap. Can't ask for anything more, and they got it done.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 36 yards. And the Bears take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lang. This is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in Lambeau, an NFC North battle between Detroit and Green Bay. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdowns.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try to help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it up. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Dillon up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. On play action, Fields. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from him. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it at 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lang. And his throw is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Lang. He's got the hook up. It's Chenault on the crossing route. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting. He's able to convert for 3.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and this one will be returned to the 38-yard line. First down. Lang. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete here.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Back to throw. Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw is Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside. Way to the 3. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Terrace Marshall, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdown.
Back now in Houston. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lang. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. To throw on 3rd down, Lang. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here comes Pettis on the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, it's Fields.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Fields.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. 3rd and long. It's Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Now a give right side Swift.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Operating from the gun, Lang. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Second and 6. On the option to give to Swift here. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the Bear in second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. On third down, Lang. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Again, it's Dillon. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Dillon on the inside give. 125 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? Downs, clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's the big man Dillon with it. Down to about the 22 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now it's Fields. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jonathan Grenard picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. To throw on second down, Lang. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Lang. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So this one.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style, on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They get a cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died or fed millions. With soul food, flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way.